Alright, let's get this thing rolling. Hello, everybody. First off, I'd like to wish everyone Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you're all having fun and a great time for the holidays so far. What we're gonna be doing today is another story time. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't come across any Christmas stories to tell. Uh, my Christmases have been rather uneventful, and there's really nothing interesting to say about it. Uh, so we're gonna be talking about something else rather. Unfortunately, it's not really festive related. Still, in spirit of Christmas, I put a really cute hat on top of that cute dog. So yeah, Christmas. Merry Christmas. Uh, well, if you've read the title of the video, then you probably know what the topic is going to be about. So we're just gonna jump right into it. The exam subject was economics, and basically that story was actually from a really long time ago, probably around 2 or 3 years ago, when I still had economics. I'm no longer taking it now. When I was still taking economics for the IGCSE examinations. Uh, well, that period in time was the period in time where we were doing past papers left and right because it was closing in on the actual date of the exam, and we were just doing those question papers, past papers, all over and over again for class. And well, it was getting really boring, to say the least, because most of the questions are just really terrible and uninteresting until well, I came across this one question. This one 6 or 8 mark question. I can't remember which one, but basically it asked, what did it ask? It asked, describe and explain the possible ways for a government to reduce the population of their nation, basically. And quite a few ideas stirred up into my head. Well, I have to say economics isn't really my subject. If you couldn't already tell from the videos that I've uploaded, I am a science person and I'm not really that into economics or business, all that kind of stuff. It bores me easily, but this question in particular had a lot of ideas stirring inside my head. One of the first ones to come up was, what if we just tax the hospitals, make healthcare more expensive? That way the poor will just die out eventually. I know it's an immoral idea, but hey, I mean, it still answers the question. The government can easily just raise taxes and kill everyone by taking all their money. Yeah, it's a stupid idea, but hey, it works. It works, and I was so keen on writing that as an answer, but at the same time, I knew it wasn't the quote unquote right answer. Uh, at that time, we were studying, what topic was that? Emigration and immigration. So immediately, the right answer, the right answer, the one that was related to the topic, the right answer for that would be to decrease immigration and increase emigration, to enact that policy, and that was supposed to be the proper answer for that question in particular. But of course that's really boring to write, and I was super tempted to write a paragraph about the government treating their own how do you call that, their own people that way. I was very eager and tempted to basically write that, to basically answer that question in a professional manner, so that it can actually count as a score. And so you guess what I pick. The more fun option, obviously, because it was, as I mentioned before, for the past few weeks we've been answering question papers all over and over again. It was starting to get boring. So yeah, that was the option I picked. Not a smart choice, but it'll be fun. And it was. I had a great time picking the right words, making the right sentences, fitting all of them together so that it would sound professional. And I had a great time explaining how increasing the tax for healthcare would weed out the poor, and eventually HDI will, or Human Development Index, will increase eventually, because the poor people die and that leaves the rich, and the rich are able to afford basic necessities. So basically, you get rid of the poor, you get rid of poverty, and that increases the standard of living. I think that's what I wrote. And I also wrote that the government could use the tax for other projects, and that would further benefit the country. Yeah, really bad. But I had fun writing that down, and I really put a lot of effort into writing that paragraph, into trying to get a full mark with that ridiculous answer. So I did put my best into it, and when I came up to the teacher to submit my work, I actually don't remember what score I got, but I remember I don't think it was a bad score. It was a viable one, so I was still happy with it. And I think I remember the teacher actually had a good laugh while reading it as well, and I talked to him about it. I said, "It works, right?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, it works, but this isn't the practical solution we're all looking for." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's more fun." And he just laughed. So yeah, that's it. That was probably the only time I had ever enjoyed my economics class, and that would be the only time I ever will. So yeah. Well, I'm stuck now. I don't know what to say. I guess I should just end things off here. see you next year, I guess, because I don't think I can upload another video in the span of 3 days. So, yeah, bye.